Hello everybody, this is Gamer with Opinions, Dentatus from warA Alliance on 119. Today's video will be about attack lines, how to build them, how to tinker them, and evaluate where we go with what we've got in this game. First, I'd like to explain that I'm going to talk a bit slower, and that is a request that I've got from foreign players that don't understand English very well. To help them understand what I'm saying, I'm going to speak slower. For the regular English players, just go 1.5 or 2x speed and you will get it. So first we're gonna just deconstruct this, right? All right. And now we're gonna go into our immortals and look at our immortals. Our first two lines right now are kind of set. All right, so anyways, they're out. We can't play with them. So I'm using the fire line slot that I was using to build a line. So this is my collection so far. I got a full earth line. I got a weak water line, but then again, I don't want to invest in this. I have explained why. Now I've got a fire line that is getting built. All right. I do have possibilities for lightning if I wanted so. I even have a G. So I could do a full lineup of lightning. We'll look into that. I'm weak in wind, and anyways, I didn't want to invest in wind because of the dragons. You have to make choices. I didn't want to invest in the dragon. So with what I've got, fire, there is Oli as well, because I've got Julius, Gilgamesh, and I do have a Joan that is getting up. So we're going to look at that line as well. All right, so with what I've got here, I can work on three lines, basically. I can work on a fire line, I can work on a lightning line, and I can work a holy line. So we're going to look all of those and explain the principles as well. So, in troops now. So, for the fire line, right? Let's start with the easy one, the one that was done. So with the collection I've got, of course, as a no-brainer, Ashaka. Hippolyta is weak right now. She's just rank 2, but she's golden. And now here comes the decision time. So we have two natural fires in there. We do have Edward that is trained, is rank 3, so he can wield the power. All right. So let's include him in the back row. All right, he's archer, and I could, of course, go easily for Senator, right? He's rank 3, so that's a good front man. But, and this is where it gets interesting, we do have a Julius Caesar, so, or I could go Spartacus, alright, but Senator is a bit better. So, let's say I go with Senator. As you can see, Senator brings me to 19,547. And if I go look at Senator, because this is one of the major thing I want to evaluate with an immortal is his skill. So he inflicts damage, all right, 200% basically, enemy target directly ahead, and pretty much 1 out of 2 chance of disarming them, so that their damage decrease for 18%. Not bad, alright? It's not a bad skill. It is cavalry. But now, if we instead replace him, let's say we're gonna go with a Julius Caesar. So Julius is holy. Alright, so he actually has no weakness pretty much against anything. As you can see, my troop numbers 25, 347, a bit lower, because Julius is not exactly as high ranked, but sorry about that. Sorry, so I came down with a very bad flu. So if I look now at Julius, first, Julius has 1 immortal rank less than Zanata, and yet I almost have as much troops in the build, and I have a better immortal power than if I pick Sanada. I mean, I get 2,000 extra. You understand? So this is actually really good. The 5th resonance bonus is only plus 10 base. So it's a small bonus, so you can waste it. It doesn't matter. So actually playing Julius, and especially with his ability, which is an energy skill, deals physical damage 100% to all enemies. So that's basically 400% damage, you understand? This is better than Sanada. Sanada deals pretty much 200 at this level. I deal 400 damage. Even if it's spread on 4. Actually, I want it spread on 4. That's my way of hitting the back row. I want to hit the back row. If you can hit the back row, you know, and get 1 down there, that's so good. So, and has a chance of disarming as well. You understand? So he does whatever Sanada does, but better. Way better. So this is actually a very good choice to be included in the line. Alright? It's a bit defensive for fire. So we might want to look at something else. Let's see. So let's see, what do we have that we could use to try and boost the power? And this is where I'm going to introduce you to a sweet notion. You don't have to play like I'm doing with Julius. You don't have to play within the element as long as you've got 4 of the type. All right, the 5th one can be not. This little guy here, let's say I put him here. He's very low level right now, alright? So, of course, he wrecks my stats. But I'm just putting him there to make you consider this. He is level 1, no rank at all. And the other one is rank 3 or 4, Richard. Alright? Now, let's go look at his immortal skill. And he doesn't even have equip also, alright? Look at this arrow storm. It inflicts physical damage 132 to all enemies, and cause wound enemies cannot heal for 10 seconds. So he bleeds for 10 seconds, plus he gets 132. Just leveling it up a bit once, and you will see his stats go crazy. Now, that type of damage dealing combined with Julius damage dealing, alright, if we remember correctly, right, the 400% thing, combined with Ashoka, You understand? That is a sharpshooter, so it will target one specifically, but I have reduced them with Julius. He inflicts damage to all as well. You understand? So they have been damaged twice. Now Ashoka unleashed this. We're pretty sure one went down. That's a pretty sweet combo. And of course, I've got Hippolyta that will fire 5 times each time she inflicts damage, 60% in that case, on a random enemy troop. And it reduces its energy and attack speed. Alright. Energy and attack speed, that's a nice bonus. It's not that great, but it's good. But the 5 times Fury random, again, I will hit at least probably once. If we go just on the probability, I should hit at least once the target that this guy is going, this guy is going to fire at. So this build will actually yield a ton of damage, and it has only 2 fire. So I get Resonance 3 with the dragon. Alright, it's not the greatest. But once I can work another golden hero here of the fire type, it will be absolutely peachy. And right now, this would be very good. The only thing that I have to do is improve this little guy, which could be done right away. Alright. I'll do that off video, but I mean, I can improve this. That's Hippolyta, sorry. I mean, I have 3 improves to do here, alright? So, well, for the purpose of the video, I can just maybe do a few. Just so that his power rank goes up a bit, alright? And yeah, it's easy to do, so you should know that by now, because farming the equipment for the high level will yield you a ton of low level components, so that way you can do basically quick rush this to a few levels. So we have a 7 boost here. I'm not even working on it, right? So that's not bad. So if we go look, like I haven't given him XP or anything, right? So now the troop number should be just about the same, all right? But he inflicts way better. Actually, I think that I can refill. There we go. 23 to 50 now. So I think you get the point. That it's actually really good. That like I said, he's not level up. He hasn't got equipment on him. You see the superiority of a golden hero, even off element, on a purple quality hero. That is why you must not be afraid to reborn the elementals at purple level, even if they have investment. In fact, if they have investment in it, that's pretty good. That means that you have tons of medals, well, fragments, to recycle in the alchemy booth. All right. So I think that now you kind of understand the basic principle on how we build a line, right? We're going to have, just for the sake of exercise here, we're going to look at a future build, all right? I want to build, I'm looking at my collection, I'm saying, hey, you know what? I want to build a holy line because I do have a good start. So let's see. I can put Julius in and I can put Gilgamesh in, all right? That are unused. So like this guy will just off topic, but this guy will get reborn to in order to get more fragments to boost this guy. So first I'm going with Gilgamesh and Julius, of course, that's the obvious one. I do have a Joan of Arc that I can play. Alright, She's not bad per se as a starter. Now, what do I want to do? So, I mean, I need a back row. So let's look at our different immortals, all right, that are composing the line. What does the line do exactly? That's what we want to find out. So we know already what Julius does, all right? We'll go back at it, but he deals damage 4 times, all right, and has a chance to disarm. Gilgamesh does. It purifies the field with holy fire, inflict damage 150, 60, sorry, on all enemies. That's a AOE that we call it. All right, I'll be referring to those as AOE from now on. And afflicting them with judgment, which inflicts physical damage 32% once every 3 seconds for 9 seconds. So you can count on 100% more damage on the targets. All right, so that's basically 260% on the course of 9 seconds that you will be dealing on damage. So again, we are targeting AOE. So now the third one that is on the line is Joan. What does Joan do? She dispels all debuff and increase their damage. So it's not bad for the damage increase, right? And for every dispel debuff, your damage is increased by 1% for 6 seconds. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. All right, we can say safely that she can debuff 8%, increase by 8% for 6 seconds, right? That's kind of cool. But it doesn't fit very well with what we were doing. Right now, what we're doing is dealing damage on all. So I'd be looking to deal damage on one target or another AOE. So let's look at what we've got. We already know that this guy here does AOE, all right, but we also know that we want to use him in our fire line, so he's not available. The fire line is pretty much set. Just a second, please. Sorry, so still more cough. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking to find either a better front row or at least a back row unit. All right, so let's look what we have available. We have Peter the Great. All right, let's see what Peter does. He purifies the enemy targets directly ahead, dispelling all buffs, and inflicts physical damage 2220. So he does damage to one target. That's something that we're looking for since we want, so we have already AOE, so he would be the sniper to finish off a target. That's decent. And well, dispelling all buffs, it's kind of good because it's going to make sure that your damage goes through defensive buffs and stuff. All right, but it's not the greatest also, but it's pretty cool. So that means that the sniper will do his damage no matter what. So that's really cool. So he is a good option. Let's see what else we've got. And he's a frontliner, so he can replace Joan. We have a backliner here, another Storm. So he inflicts transfer to 2 enemy. Sorry. Sorry, like I said, my cold is really bad. So again, what does he do? He inflicts transfer to two random enemy units and transfer 20% physical magical attack and physical magical defense to yourself, and then causes physical damage 100% to those units. Transfer lasts 10 seconds. So actually, that's heavily. It fits perfectly well with our strategy. Because now this guy will AoE, well, not AoE, half AoE, all right? He'll hit two targets. So we have AoE, two targets, and one target. So we're really sure that we're gonna have one falling down pretty much no matter what. And so the damage rate is interesting, but the fact of the matter is it fits perfectly in the strategy. So let's go and look at what it would look like if we assembled that line. So third line, Joan is replaced. Bye-bye, you're the weakest link. So first we're going to do Genghis. We're gonna go with Peter, and as you see, just adding that, we go 21,000 troops instead of Joan, all right, which was better developed than he is. He has nothing, so they don't even have equipment yet or anything, all right. Now, here's the little trick here. I know, it's a baby. I got the gem part. It's gonna drop my power, that's for sure. But we're working a logic here. We're not looking for the stats now. We're looking at what it would do in the future. So now we get resonance because we have 3 lightning, and we have our 2 Ollies. While waiting to get another Ollie warrior, golden type, that would be pretty good. All right. The problem is I'm using Genghis, which is allocated somewhere else. I want him on my fire line. That's the only problem we have right now. So I'm gonna have to consider what I can do. I can maybe, oh yeah, I could do that. Like I can't show it right now, but when I will be building the Holy line, my water line will become pretty useless. So the Merlin could very well go on the back of a Holy line instead, and that would work okay. All right, then I would probably change the dragon to something else, depending. It's kind of a hard fit here, but I'll show you why the lightning dragon would be a good choice. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Yamato. Arigato. So we're gonna go into the dragons, right? And if I look at his skill, his first skill, it's 38,000 true damage. If the target is stunned, the damage will double. We don't care about that, all right? This is a conditional, so that's iffy. We don't count on that. But 38,000 true damage to all unit. Again, this dragon fits exactly what we want to do. Damage to everybody. And as soon as we get him up a bit, the damage will get better, all right? Not much work, and we'll be inflicting 100k damage everywhere with this little baby. And get the resonance tree going if I sacrifice Genghis. Right now I can, right? Right now I can use Genghis somewhere else, but there's no need. I'd rather have my fire line better for now. And anyways, Genghis fits the strategy perfectly on the fire line, so I don't want to wreck that up. So, but this is a future plan. So now I think that you're starting to understand basic principles about building those lines. I would like to go into the arena a bit. In the arena, you can actually defeat people that are stronger than you, that have a better power rating than you, really easily. I would love to indulge, because I got a good target here. That guy would fall to me. I know him. I've bested him in the past. Look, I'm rank 18 right now on the server, right? Yet, what I fight with is this, which is 54,000. 54,000 is far from being the best rating on this server. It's not even top 20. It's not even top 30. So there's a reason for that, all right? And the reason is basically because of the talents that have been picked to form the team. And this is where so it is important, before you start spending money and, you know, gems and fragments and everything on stuff, and then realize later, hey, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? You know, so what you gotta do is really go through your immortals, the whole list of them, because you can make finds like here. That's a sleeper. That's what we call a sleeper. A sleeper is something that doesn't look that good. Like, I've said that purple heroes are inferior to gold any day, pretty much, right? But there's always exceptions. This little guy here, his restore HP is incredible. It is incredible. So this guy can be easily used in a lineup to keep your lineup going. All right, in arena mode, this is perfect. You don't have to fight with your lineup, your main lineup in the arena, right? You can configure your formation for the arena specifically. All right, like, I'm not looking for healing power that much on my hit lines, my real hit lines, but for an arena line, I'll be looking for a lot of it. This guy here will provide it any day of the week. So this is why you look at all the immortal talents, one after the other. Those are skills, right? So we're not looking into those yet, because they are acquired as you level up. So you look at their skills, you figure out what they do, right? So, like, he does AoE, she does AoE, she does heal. As you can see, she does heal. So that helps keeping my line, especially my front line. It's my front line that has to survive. All right. And he does, it's a passive skill in this case. He increased normal attack by 50%, and he increased the damage dealt by 35%, and the speed by 35%. He grants immunity to all control for 6 seconds. This guy is the guy that I want to replace eventually on the line. He's good, all right, he's decent, but he is the weakest link on that line. If I can get him up like one more level to put another epic skill here, he'll be fine, all right? But still, he is a problem. His talent is not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking really for buffs here. I have AoE, so I'd rather have something that it's one target or something that it's them all. All right, but that is sturdy at the same time. There's a guy, Golden, you all know him, that will do the job, but he requires massive investment, which I am not going to make. So that is the basic principle. So for an arena, well, look at what the people are playing, when you're fighting somebody, look at what was used in this formation and all the information you can get. All right, and then figure out, okay, at this tier of the meta, so at this tier of the arena, they play strategies like this. Let's say they stall the counter, so that means that they don't deal much damage, but they regenerate like crazy. Or they are glass jaw cannons, meaning they can't take much hits, but they deal massive damage. Or they are mid-range types. Mid-range types, they are kind of good at everything, all right, but they're not great at anything. So those are sturdy. They can answer any type of attack, but at the same time, they cannot be massive dealer or do massive control or this and that. So you evaluate what is played at the top level on your server, and then from what you have, you devise a specific strategy to counter the strategy used by the opponents on the top tier. Also, I advise you, keep a list of the players in your server that are playing the top echelons. Well, at least the tiers that you are going to have access to. When you fight them, note down in a block note or whatever, note down their lineups, all right? Because when you see them again, you can actually go, hey, this is a water player. I can wreck him with my hurt line. Or this guy, he plays, I don't know, he plays another element. Hey, I have the line that can actually counter him. It's not as good as my main, but with the counter, it'll work better. And this and that, you understand? You can go and customize your line before fighting, as long as your line is, as you have one line that is home. Usually the time to fight in the arena will be when your gathering armies are back home. Then you have access to all your slots of immortals, and you just go into the arena, look at what you're going to face. You don't know the guy, you play your best line. You know the guy, then you make a line that is specific for that guy. And then you see the next draw of the arena. It's same principle. You know the guy. Can I play something against him specifically? No. Can I win with my best line? No. Then I'll pass. I'll just wait. Wait for the arena to show me another potential opponent. Don't waste tries in the arena. Bite stuff that you can chew. All right. Sometimes you will have losses, and that comes from the fact that, hey, you have to try the guy to know what he is, right? And please don't, really don't base your judgment on rating. With my main line, I beat people that are way higher than me. I'm, like I said, and it's just because the talent are decently configured, and I do have stuff to do to improve this, all right? I'm in the process of getting what I need to improve my skills, to have the line really, really well configured, all right? But the point is, this didn't require much investment in, really, and I perform at a very high level on this server. So if you apply those principles, that is to really spend some time to decode these, and these are the key. But these will be in a specific video in the advanced notions, where I'm going to talk about the combinations of equipment and the talent skills and the specific talent of the elements, right, to build the character in itself. It's the same logic. Why do we pick this over this? Why do we pick this over this? There's a logic. We have to go through the stats to find out what it is. So that will conclude this video for now. Heart of War from War Alliance, shout out to you. This video is for you and all the fellows that needs help with configuring an attack line. Also, best wishes for the Christmas season, although I might commit another video tomorrow. To all those who are watching that are not yet subscribed, please do. I have 300% people watching on a regular basis that are more that I'm not subscribed than what I have as subscriber right now. So please give me that subscribe and get the notification bell going on. Like, of course, subscribe, share. And that's it. Take care, everybody, and I'll be seeing you real soon. This was Gamer with Opinions, Dentalis signing out.